nanotechnology uses structures that are below 1 micron, but our research might be defined as microtechnology because we are interested in neurons, neural networks, and the typical sizes range from just a few microns to a few hundred microns.
So we can almost simultaneously image the activity of the brain of a whole organism.
We try to scan the whole brain. We are not doing it point by point as previous techniques have been doing, and this is the reason why they've always been very slow. But we invented a new technique where we can reduce the scanning to only one dimension. So we create light discs that we scan rapidly through the brain of the worm, and this is why we can achieve such a fast acquisition. What we would like to achieve is to scale our techniques up from the very tiny, simple model organisms that we are studying right now, going on to bigger, larger, more complex brains. And I can definitely see that in maybe 50 years or so, techniques that we are now applying to maybe 1 millimeter sized animals, we might be able to apply even to human brains. And maybe in a really long-term future, we can even gain so much insight that we can maybe cure diseases or even record brain states of humans.
You inform the public or general people more about what you're really doing, and this would really take away a lot of the fear people might have if they just understand more what we are doing, that it's really not dangerous or it's something that is really well controlled.
But the excitement is that using light you can not only maybe image the brain, you can also control it. This is a field called optogenetics. So something that I'm really interested in, or that I can see maybe happening in the next decade or so, is that we can all optically and without harming anyone, we could control and read out the brain activity of small model organisms. So I would like to ask Jörg Wachtrup from University of Stuttgart. He's doing spintronics. My question would be what he foresees in the future, what his technology or his methods can achieve in terms of quantum computation, and since simulation of physical systems is the main application of quantum computers, whether he can foresee that this type of quantum computers might help us in understanding big neuronal networks which these days can't be simulated efficiently on classical computers.
I'm Tina Schrödel. I'm a PhD student here at the IMP in Manuel Zimmer's lab and working on C. elegans doing neuroscience.
My name is Robert Prevedel. I work here in Vienna at the Institute of Molecular Pathology as a physicist developing new optical techniques to aid life scientists in their research.